Now, John, a defeat to close out the Munster round robin series, obviously through to a Munster final as table toppers. Your reaction to today's defeat to Clare?
Yeah, disappointed with the outcome at the end of the day. You know, we went out to win every single game in the round robin, and that was no different today. I thought we got off to a really good start. You know, there was a really strong breeze there, and I thought we were in a very good position. You know, 15-20 minutes in, 5 points apiece, I think was the score. Then they got a goal off of a break, and they started to put a little bit of daylight between themselves and us. But I thought overall, against the breeze, our performance, you know, was solid. You know, second half just didn't come out of the blocks. I thought it was one of our weakest quarters of the game. Lacked intensity and just lacked a bit of energy and accuracy in what we were doing. We made too many mistakes, and I think ultimately across the 70 minutes, you know, on analysis it'll be shown that we made, you know, quite an inordinate number of errors today. Just missed pickups, drop balls, misplaced passes, you know, unforced errors if you like. And I think that's really the story of the game for us really at the end of the day. There was just too many unforced errors.
A great position coming into the game as a manager, obviously knowing that you're all but guaranteed a place in the Munster final. You're able to make changes and get minutes into the legs of players who maybe haven't had that much game time, but at the same time, does it add to or bring out maybe a bit of a disjointed performance when you have that many changes?
It's always disruptive to make changes, okay? But ultimately, these guys have been playing with each other for years, so you know, for them to be playing on the one team, it's inconsequential. Ultimately, I think what the biggest issue was that these guys hadn't maybe played enough of games before today, and you know, maybe hadn't enough game sharpness. But you know, when do you play them then? So you know, some of the changes were enforced because we guys with knocks from last weekend. So you know, 3 guys that couldn't tug out today in the first place, and then there's, you know, you're trying to prepare for the season ahead. In terms of, we're out of Munster now, we have a Munster final, we need to start preparing our panel for that as well. So you can't keep relying on the same players all the time. We've great trust and great faith in our players and our panel anyway. I suppose the real piece for us today was ultimately our energy levels were just a little bit low at times, and our accuracy was low. And we had the game, I thought, maybe with 10 to go. It was there for us to go after it. Couple of mistakes in that period really probably cost us the result at the end of the day.
A couple of weeks now out from the Munster final. It's a Saturday evening Munster final. That's a novelty, but it's Cork coming back to the 2 Scalet grounds here. The atmosphere was electric last weekend, and I'm sure it'll be more the same for a Munster final between yourselves and Cork.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the last day, you know, it was a glimpse maybe of to what might be coming down the road. And listen, the Cork team and our team have a great rivalry, and that's been evident for a number of years now. We've played some fantastic games against each other. We've great respect for each other, but you know, this is a Munster final. It's on in Limerick. We'll be giving it every single thing we have, and we're really looking forward to it. You know, these are special occasions to be a part of, but you want to be at your best, and for us the next 2 weeks is about preparing in the very best way we possibly can to be the best team we can be on the night.
John, I know it's not long after the game, but a few of the lads pick up a few knocks, see a few of them limping around.
Yeah, a few bits and pieces. I don't think there's anything too serious, you know, dead legs and the like. I don't think there's anything too serious. And again, the lads that got injured last weekend are something similar, you know, how would I say, you know, contact injuries as opposed to soft tissue injuries. So they'll all be fine. They'll be back in training at some stage during the course of this week. And we've nobody that we would say that we won't have available at this point anyhow for 2 weeks' time. So we parked the round robin. It's over now. We've qualified out of Munster. We've qualified for Munster final, and we're very much looking forward to that, and we're going to prepare as best we can for it.
Yeah. I suppose last week was probably one of the most complete displays Limerick had, and you know, having already qualified then for the Munster final, was it difficult, I suppose, to get the players to find the focus again today?
Well, a huge energy, you know, went into the game the last day. You know, that was always going to be a huge game for us in the round robin, and listen, you can't have that level of energy every single day you go out. It's just not possible. And no matter what processes you have in play, there is always that emotive piece that's going to take energy out of you. And I think we saw that today. We just weren't quite as sharp today. We didn't have as much energy, and it told in our performance. And you know, you can put it down to probably a lot of things, but there's no doubt that, you know, coming so soon after last week's game, it was always going to be a challenge. But as I said, you know, the round robin is done now. You know, last week's game is, you know, well behind us now. Today was just a bit disappointing. We would have hoped for a little bit more out of it. We really wanted to get the result, but we'll park that now as well. We'll review on Wednesday night, but we'll really work hard now towards the Munster Final. That's got to be where our energy goes now.
No, so I suppose the real challenge is just to rediscover last week's focus again now for the Munster Final.
I don't think there's ever any difficulty in finding focus when you have a Munster Final at stake and you're playing Cork in that Munster Final. I think that's a real primer for any team to be ready and to be at their best. And I have great faith in our lads being able to prepare themselves well for that challenge ahead.